The last two sessions, you found yourselves in Arlock Prison Fortress, a castle, a mountainside keep where you were locked in the dungeons and being tortured, experimented on. Unclear what happened during the time that you were locked away in this place. Some of you were there for years. Some of you were there unexpectedly and unjustly. Some of you were there because of the things that crimes even that you had committed. And yet you banded together and escaped. In the process of escaping, you freed an individual by the name of Mirluaz, a red wizard who burst forth into a pitched battle as it appeared two different groups of red wizards and Thayan knights were fighting one another. As you began to escape down the mountainside, an enormous pillar of arcane light emanated from what was a circle of stones that Mirluaz appeared to be activating in the midst of this pitched battle. And as you used this happening to escape, you found yourselves taking refuge in a mountainside cave, looking down upon what would to be, and I'll set the scene once again, an area where you can see some sort of town off in the distance. There is a river that flows nearby it. All of this is looking towards the south. You are looking out across the plateau of Thay, the country of Thay, which happens to be in the far eastern section of the continent of Faerun, far, far from the Sword Coast where many of you are from. As you look out across this plateau, you can see a number of things. There's this town, this river, and there appear to be these manors, maybe, dotted along the hillsides to the south of you. Some of them larger than others, all of them relatively immaculate looking. Um, there is a road that you can see off in the distance that connects some of these manors through longer, sort of skinny paths off of the road. But the road goes east to west and heads off to the west, or sorry, heads off to the east towards what appears to be another keep in a mountain pass that then seems to descend. Because as you look at everything, you believe that there is an edge to or cliffs that drop off before descending to the south into the rest of the plateau of Thay. Um, there is also, just beyond the town that you can see, a forest. Beyond this, there are farm fields, open areas, areas covered in ash, because as you look back behind you after the pillar of light has receded, you can see that there is an enormous volcano off in the distance to the north.
Are we in
And as the
Mordor?
craggy kinda, not really, but kinda. Um, as you look at this enormous volcano that seems to be smoking but not currently erupting, you do see what appears to be a tower, a cylindrical tower with
Oh my
spikes
god.
on the sides of it on the edge of this volcano. You find the cave and you guys take a long rest. And so at this point, we will start with you in the cave during your long rest or at the end of your long rest. It's up to you guys how you would like to proceed at this point. But you are fully rested. You have some set of weaponry and armor on you. I believe that Ricardo is able to provide nourishment.
Yes.
So that could have happened before the long rest, just to make sure that you guys
So we're
get all your
suckling
spells
on his
back.
teat.
My good berries.
Is
Yep.
that what they call them?
That's what I call
Gotcha.
Nom, nom, nom. Well, anywho, um, at one point you guys would notice Ken going into a meditation, and then you notice sort of like these like his hair would sort of like flare up and then sort of like then diminish, like dim, and you notice like runes sort of start appearing on his wrists and like his forearms. And then once he's done meditating, then they sort of kind of just like appear like tattoos. And he like shakes it off and then like kind of stretches his hands out a bit.
Ricardo is skeptical of Ken. Doesn't know what to make of him.
Yeah, Juan's just sleeping like a rock.
Bacchus is carving magical runes into his armor and his gauntlets.
Ooh, copying Ken again.
All right. So we wake up then? We waking
Yeah.
up? All right.
Throughout, so you guys escaped roughly around midday, I want to say, and so as you begin resting, um, you're able to get all your health back, get all your spells back. But as night begins to fall, a strange thing happens. The sky, which had been completely and entirely cloudless, changes rapidly as the sun begins to set, and you can see. And there's this oddity because you think you can tell it's coming from these little manors or hillside palaces or homes, whatever they happen to be. Spells are being cast up into the sky for anybody who might be on watch to see this. And clouds begin to form overhead. And as it does so, it does begin to rain. First a light drizzle, then thunder and lightning, a torrential downpour, and then it steadies. It sort of accelerates quickly and then peaks and comes back down in terms of the amount of extreme weather until it's a gentle, steady rain. And so you find yourselves fully rested. It is now nighttime, and it is raining out.
Um,
Dragon Man, you seem at home in the wilderness. What do you make of our situation?
I am a ranger. I can guide us out of here. I'm somewhat on the run myself, though. Not only from this keep, but from other troubles.
Yeah, how do we get out of this shithole?
Yeah, we should we gotta get some
I would-
money and get a
I would
boat or
say
something.
towards the city and maybe towards the forest. And
Ken
I w-
points at something far away that he can see clearly. He's like, "You see that over there? Like, what were some of the landmarks in the area?"
It would be the town, the river, the forest, all of which are roughly to the south. The river is flowing from north to south. Um, and it is probably a half mile somewhere off to your east in terms of its origin. Um, there would be multiple little hillside manors. You can see. I would like to roll actually.
But
I'll for what survival
Oh,
it's nighttime, right?
Roll your perception.
Perception. Yeah.
perception.
going dog for a minute.
I got perception. Oh, I rolled bad, but 12.
Okay, that is good enough to be able to see four different manors in the dark. You can see their lights off in the distance. It appears that the closest one's probably, I want to say, a quarter of a mile to a half a mile, sort of southwest of your current location, and the others are splayed out towards the town. The town's probably and you can see the lights of the town even through the rain pretty well at this point. The town is probably a solid 3 or 4 miles away.
Okay.
So where were you pointing to, Ken?
Um, Ken, my point was Ken was going to describe the scene probably more clearly than everybody else because he has dark vision.
Ah,
It was just gonna say, and then just sort of like turn his head and be like, "What? You guys don't see that shit?"
You're being very vague, Ken. Would you mind
He's
being
he's basically
descriptive?
pointing out that he has dark vision.
Oh, okay. Great.
And when we travel at night, he wants to lead the way. That's all. Like whenever we decide which direction we want to go, that's it.
Okay. Are we leaving now, or are we waiting? Like,
Well,
Or-
I
or
mean, do we
should go to
think that
daytime?
what was going on at that keep? I mean,
We're
You
kind
think-
of
I
escaped
mean,
convicts. So
yeah,
I
we
mean,
were
traveling at night is
prisoners.
probably the play.
but do
okay.
you think they're really looking for us? They just seem to get attacked.
I'll be honest with you there, Ricardo. I don't care what was going on with that keep, other than I don't want them finding me. I just want to get the hell out of here, and you know,
Where is home, friend?
I don't know this country very well, but basically, no one's really friendly wherever I go. So I don't
Yeah.
think it matters much.
I live in the sea. I go where the waves take me.
So do you think if we got to a boat, you could You could set a sail.
Yeah, I mean, it would probably have to be a pretty solid boat though to get into the sea, because like, you know, it's not like we could just find like a canoe or like a rowboat or something. We're gonna need a pretty sturdy vessel.
Alright. Well, my vote is to. I think we should head to town and
Yeah.
try to get some supplies. Seemingly all we have is weapons and
Yeah.
barely any clothes or armor.
Ken
Yeah.
smirks when you talk about your weapons.
We should try to get some supplies if we're gonna try to get out of here and try to blend in a little bit more.
Does do you guys know how to use any kind of tools or some such?
I can cook.
They got drums. I know how to play the drums.
Okay. So, out of character, I know from looking at your guys' character sheets that Roboticus
Good.
can like spawn in tools.
Ooh, Roboticus.
Yeah. So I was thinking about that. It's like, can Roboticus like make himself smithing tools and then like craft other tools with his smithing tools?
Yeah, if he has the raw materials for it.
Okay. Nice.
Everything has a price, my friend.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know if that was
So-
like a
So if,
glitch.
so if we go to that town, like you were saying, if we came across a blacksmith, we could probably rob their ass blind and get the shit he needs.
Yes, that is something to discuss. So how down are you guys with just kind of like doing whatever we have to do, if you know what I mean? Or do you guys have some kind of moral compass?
I prefer not to kill, but I mean, if someone's in my way, Ken smiles. He's like, they go down.
All right. It's good to know, Ken. It's good to know. How about you, Ricardo?
He looks back. He was like, I didn't mean you guys. You guys held me, so I kind of owe you.
Are you willing to do whatever it takes
To do whatever it takes for what?
to get out of here?
Leave
This
this fucking
land.
country
Yeah.
shithole.
Yes, I need to get home. I don't want to be here any longer.
Okay. Awesome.
Be honest, I don't even know where the fuck we are, but I'm down to leave.
Yeah.
And laughs.
So sounds like we're going to town. Can we? So it's
We have a little bit of gold. What
What, you guys have money?
Yeah, we found some in there. Like, man, I wanna
I've
say.
got this. I've got this guard suit on, so maybe I could like, you know, use
Think
that.
we would get the
Yeah, I don't know if that would be a good thing or a bad thing, but I kind of look like one of those guards from that keep we were just held up in.
I've been eating prison food for 3 years. I could use some real food besides these fucking
Yeah, we
berries.
should go to we should go to a tavern.
Okay.
And grab some grub
All right.
and
All right,
see
quick
if
question.
we can. Yeah.
So I'm checking this from your backstories, but I don't believe any of you are from Thay, and none
Uh-uh.
of you have actually spent a long time, if any real time, in Thay besides being in prison.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
That is correct.
Correct.
On the nose.
Cool.
I think we're all from the west.
All good.
coast.
Yeah.
Ken,
I was
Ken does
thinking
not
about
think
that.
things through, by the way. So
I was, because there is the question of, are we gonna look
maybe-
like a
don't
bunch
let
of
Ken
circus?
lead.
Are we gonna look like a bunch of circus freaks walking into town with a robot, a dragon man,
Uh-huh.
and a fire guy? But I guess we
Yep.
shouldn't know that since we're not from here.
You don't know.
So look, guys. Generally,
Ken
in the
Ken already
world.
told you wherever he goes, he's not welcome. So
Okay.
yeah, he said that people don't like him typically.
Well,
so he
look,
doesn't expect here to be anywhere different.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and
It's
We don't
say,
so
like Ken much, so we'll believe that.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say humans are pretty common. Okay, so maybe I should make the introduction, if you know what I mean.
I
Just,
think I might have disguise self spell that might come in a little handy.
so you're like a shape-shifting robot.
I think it's either it might be It's either one of the spells that I can pick as an artificer, or it's one of my like prepared spells for the class.
Okay. Well, so when we
Well,
do,
let's head into town and try
Yeah.
to find.
Ken has nothing of the sort.
what's
Hey,
on
sneaky,
our
though.
what's on our to-do list, Ricardo?
I would say let's head to town and let's try to figure out where we are and where we need to go.
Okay.
Let's try to find a
Ken-
map. Let's try to find a food. Let's try to find if any supplies. Like I don't think we have any supplies like rope or any adventuring things if we want to try to get home. And we're on the run.
Ken would
So-
also fill you guys in that
Yeah.
he's halfway decent at sneaking and stealing, even though he's not particularly fond of it. But
Well,
he's
that's
had
good
to
because we don't have any money.
had to do what he
so
can to survive.
it
So
might need to get you. We might need you to go procure us like a adventuring bag.
he'll do like a flurry of
Maybe-
punches and be like, "Yeah, I got quick hands, but that also means you know I can
Yeah.
can steal shit pretty quick."
What would Ricardo want to do?
Uh,
Ricardo
right.
would just want to make sure he's
Oh.
got enough arrows, refill his quiver and
I need to find like a what do
Yeah.
you call it, like a cowl or something.
Yeah, we need some cloaks.
Yeah,
well, I'm good with that. I got my.
that's the only way I don't get beat up right
got my
away when I go
scale
to town.
armor, I believe.
Well, not for armor purposes, for
I'm
not
just saying
standing
that's how
out.
I look. I think
Yeah,
I just look like I look.
Yeah, I'm
Sneaky purposes.
how
people don't like me much.
okay. Let's do it. Let's go into town.
All right, let's go.
We're going to town.
Okay, town it is.
Yeah.
You would like to take off into the dark, is that correct?
Hmm.
Yep. Ken's leading the way.
So hold on, wait. So if you said we escaped at like midnight or so,
I believe I said that you escaped around midday.
midday. All right, and then we got to the cave.
An
And
hour
then did
later.
a long, yeah, and then what? Long rested. That'd bring us to
Yeah.
nighttime.
Exactly. And it's
right.
roughly, I want to say it's roughly like 9 or 10 p.m. at night.
9 or 10 p.m. So why don't we just stay the night and head out in the morning? Ricardo would suggest. Cave seems fine and safe.
We don't want to be seen at night, right? It's easy to not be seen when you travel at night.
Well, I just think if if we travel right now, how long do we think it's gonna take to get to town? Like an hour or two walk? So-
In the dark, it's going to take longer, at least an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Yeah,
In
so
the
we're gonna get
daytime, it's
there
going
at-
to take at least an hour.
Right. So I'm just saying we're gonna get there at like 1 in the morning. Nothing's gonna be open. Nothing's gonna be going on. Just saying.
I feel like we could probably find an inn, right?
Right, but I'm just saying. So why don't we just sleep here and then head there in the morning, or head
A
there?
double long rest.
Yeah, do a
Well,
double.
I'm just saying. I'm just thinking
Do a double
logically.
long
But I don't
rest?
want to
Yeah,
show up
I-
at 1 in the morning and be like, "Hey, we're here."
I think I'm with Ricardo. I agree with that.
However we time it, let's time it so we travel. What? We'll head out early morning, so we still travel at night, and then like get there at like on break. You know, time it out something like that.
I mean, aren't we trying to fucking steal shit? Wouldn't it make sense to do all this at night?
All right, sure. If you, yeah, I just think then what? Then we're gonna sleep somewhere.
We just slept. We just did a long rest.
I just mean in. Okay, whatever. We'll just stay up.
This
We'll
this
plug
won't
an
take all
all-nighter.
night. You know, we'll go sleep after.
Let's not overthink
Alright.
it and just go to town.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go. Let's go to town.
Okay. You take off down the mountainside path. Up above, you do not see any lights or anything from the keep, which would be, roughly a mile away at this point. You walked for a while before you were able to find this, this cave. But you make your way back to the path successfully after about 10 minutes. Ricardo, I assume you're leading the way. Is that right?
I will, but Ken wanted to. He wanted to.
I just
show
wanted to
off
help
with
because
his,
I have dark vision.
vision.
That's all.
Ricardo, do you not have dark vision?
I don't believe so. I just. have
Ah.
good
Okay, then
survival.
Ken would need to assist you in this. And as you make your
Reluctantly.
way back to the path, you
As we
begin
start
to.
walking at night, I'll take 4, I guess, small rocks, and I will make them emit 5-foot radius of light and hand them out to the rest of the party.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You trying to give us away, man?
Oh, that's a good idea. I snuff out the lights.
Okay.
But instead, because I am miffed at Ken, instead of turning his light off, I make his rock constantly emit the odor of a fart.
Oh, I don't need a rock. Got the dark vision, man.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do while you're beginning to walk down?
Ken would be looking for something to cover himself with. Like, if we ever make it to town, like he'd be looking for like some sort of cloth he could use
Gotcha.
as a makeshift scowl or something.
Gotcha.
Cowl.
All right. So what I would ask is, you can roll a survival check, and it will be flat because Ricardo is assisting you.
Okay. That's an 8.
Okay. Going is very slow. There are multiple times where you begin to lose your footing and realize that you're about to head off the path, which is a mountainside path and potentially could lead to peril. Ricardo, make a dexterity saving throw to catch Ken.
Do I have to?
It's up to you.
A 12.
And you're able to successfully stop him a number of different times before he nearly walks off the path, for example.
He'll grumble under his breath, like.
It does take a significant amount of time to do this, however. And with a bit of fumbling in the dark, with slow going and some near misses, you are able to make it towards town over the better course of, oh gosh, I want to say 3 hours. Means you're going less
Jesus
than a
Christ! I could have had us here in under an hour. We just slept.
The rain, however, is definitely covering your descent down the mountainside on some level, especially considering there's been 1 or 2 times that you've accidentally kicked rocks over the edge. And you make it into a wooded copse somewhere outside of town. You can now see, it's no more than like a 5-minute walk into town from where you are at this point. It is a walled town, and you can see the lights on over the walls. It is still raining, and let me just pull up the town map so I can look at it. Give you guys a decent example of what you're seeing. You are in a wooded copse on the northeastern side of town, and so therefore the town would be a 5-minute walk down some roads, and there's some farms nearby towards the southwest for you. It is a walled town. It looks like there are a number of entrances. There's one on the north side, and there's probably one on the eastern side as well, from what you can tell. You are in the northeastern corner of the town, like like outside of the town. There is a road at a crossroads with what looks to be 2 farmhouses, shrouded in darkness at this point in time. Towards the corner of town, everything else is quiet.
All right. Well,
So,
we're here in the middle of the night.
are the entrances guarded?
You cannot tell from your vantage point at this time.
All right, fellas. I got this armor on. I mean, I could just walk up to them and, say you guys are some workers or something. If there's guards, I don't know. Or we could just, try to sneak in.
I just need to cover myself up a little bit.
All right. Well, where are we? What are we in?
Do you mean? Oh, you're in some trees right now, like a
okay.
little wooded area.
Ken points to the farms.
Aren't we just travelers looking for an inn?
But Ken points to the farms. Like, maybe I can get like a cloth over there, cover myself up. before we attempt to enter this town?
Here, let me go by myself, and I'll see what happens.
You want to scout out ahead to one of the 3 buildings at the crossroads?
Yeah, Ricardo wants to go to like the entrance and try to
Sorry,
walk up like
the entrance of
yeah.
the town or the entrance of one of the farmhouse buildings?
Oh, what do you guys want to rob these townhouses first? Is that the thought?
I literally just want to get like a fucking blanket to like cover
If
myself.
there's buildings outside the walls, then yeah, we should go to those.
All right, let's try to just let's ransack one house and see what we get for supplies and your cowl. We can get you
That's
whatever
it.
you need in
I
there.
just need to like cover myself up a little.
Yeah, and we'll see if we can get a few supplies here.
Okay. So you guys want to make it towards one of those 3 little buildings at that crossroads, sort of
We're
in the top right corner?
Right corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably have Ken on lookout since he's the only one with dark vision.
Of course.
Okay. Can I
You'll
get a
just-
stealth check then?
Oh yes. Ricardo is 12. That's not very good.
Are we waiting on?
Are we all rolling?
Yeah. If you're going, sorry, I thought you were.
Oh, yeah. I really don't know what we're doing right now, but I don't think I'm going.
I don't think I'm
So,
going either.
yeah, like I don't know what we're doing.
Okay, so Juan and
I don't
Roboticus,
either.
you are still in the woods.
Yeah.
Ricardo and Ken, you are beginning to go towards the houses.
Yeah.
As you do so, you think you're covered by the sound of the rain, and you begin approaching the closest of the houses, which is the yellow roofed one there on the north side of the crossroads. As you begin to get close, you can see that it is decrepit and almost assuredly entirely abandoned. One of the doors is swinging in the wind and the rain on one hinge. The second broken off and on a set of wooden steps that are half collapsed down to the right. The door is open. Many of the windows seem shattered, broken. This house looks foreboding, most likely empty.
All right. Ricardo will
just-
go up to the front door and check it out.
Okay. As you approach the closest door to you from the woods and poke your head in, it is quite clearly some sort of abandoned single story, not a hovel or a hut, but not necessarily a nice place. The first room that you're poking your head into is some sort of back kitchen, and through the doorway you can see an entryway into what would appear to be the rest of the living quarters.
Ricardo would motion and tell Ken to grab whatever.
Ken
whatever he was looking
like
for.
turns over like a stone, but with his foot. He's like, "This place is a dump. I'm gonna go see if this other place is in a broken town."
Do you not even go inside, Ken?
No.
Okay.
Ken,
Okay.
Ken just walks away.
Gotcha. Ricardo, do you go inside at all?
Yeah, Ricardo would just step in and at least give
I
it
feel
a
like-
once over to see
I
if
feel
there
like
was
typical D&D
anything,
stuff. There's gonna be something cool.
you know,
Like,
anything useful. Like yeah, see if anything stands out.
Go ahead
Being-
and make an investigation check at disadvantage because you are nearly stepping into pitch black light at this point.
Ooh, not bad.
ooh.
Wow, all right. The DC was a 15. As you step into the kitchen, you begin to fumble around. As you do so, you open one of the cupboards and you actually can feel about and you can feel what appears to be a little, I think it's a piece of glass. And as your scaly fingers travel up it, you realize that it's a stoppered vial. So you now have a stoppered vial of something.
Excellent.
Ooh. That's like
Ricardo's got to look for some sort of like knapsack to like I guess keep things in if he hasn't had one yet.
So it's funny because as you turn away from the cupboard, you're actually able to find multiple different things that you were probably looking for really quickly. On back hooks, just to the left of the door, happen to be what appears to be two different traveling cloaks. One significantly heavier than the other in terms of it's like it's almost like a burlap material on the outside, but a softer cotton material on the inside, and then a lighter version of that with just the cotton material. There is also what appears to be a rucksack hanging on the hook.
All right, I'll take the
Jackpot.
rucksack. I'll put my vial in there. I'll put on a heavy cloak. I'll keep the other one. Throw it at
Okay.
Ken when I see him. See if he
Okay.
wants it.
That does take you about a minute or so to do. So in the meantime,
Okay.
Ken, you are going around the edge of the houses. Which way are you going?
So Ricardo was at the one at the very north, right?
Yep. The yellow
So
roof
I
of
would have gone
northern
to
one.
the one, probably the brown top one.
Okay. And so as you turn the corner towards the direction of that one, and you come around the corner, you can see that there is maybe some sort of flickering light, firelight potentially is your guess, through what would appear to be a paper waxed window. So it's a window that might be glass, but it might be something else, and it is covered on some level by a waxy, papery substance. You can tell. Um, the door to it, you believe, is actually on the opposite side. That you do not see a door on the northeastern side or from what you can tell, the backyard. And you suspect that the fence that goes wraps around it goes around the front where the road is. So if there's a door, it's probably on the opposite side of the building from you.
Ken is more or less just looking on the outside of the place. If it looks like it's occupied, he's more interested on like what's on the outside. Like if
Gotcha.
there's like a fucking bag of potatoes or something, he just dump that shit out and be like, "Oh, this is good enough." Just fucking throw that over himself.
Gotcha. Give me a perception check.
Okay. This is inside the mind of Ken right here. Okay, 15.
That's pretty good. There's not like a sack of potatoes on the outside. There are multiple different barrels on the outside, from what you can tell.
Okay.
Doesn't appear there's like anything that you could use as a cloak per se, or
Okay.
like an article of clothing.
All right. Well then,
Wear a barrel.
nah. Ken's he's gonna walk away from this one. He's doesn't want to. If he thinks someone's there actively, he's not gonna go in there right now unless he's got Ricardo with him and to like see what he thinks at least. So he's gonna go back towards where he came and then wait for Ricardo and then maybe go towards the other building is his plan.
All right. As you wait for Ricardo, he steps out and he's holding this cloak that he's able to hand you.
Is this what
The
you're
f-
looking for, little man?
The fuck you found that in that pile of trash?
Yeah, I found one for myself too. Not nice.
Oh, no shit. All right, thanks. Kinda dons the cloak.
Yeah. What was in this place?
Yeah.
He would ask Ken.
He's like, I don't know. I think someone's in there sleeping.
Want to rob him?
I mean, this is what we came for. He like tugs on his cloak. He's like,
This
I
is
think
what
of a.
you came for. We need supplies, my friend. We're gonna need some rope. We're gonna need some tape.
Ken's like, but he's like, if we get inside those walls, man, I mean, we'll find whatever we need in there.
Okay.
Might have to do a little work. I don't know, but we'll find something.
Ricardo will say, hold on. And then he's gonna run over to the house.
The brown roofed house.
Yeah.
Okay. You can I get a stealth check from you, please?
Yeah. I suppose.
Let's see it.
No whammies, no whammies. 13.
You are able to run over to the house without any issue. You ensure that you get over the fence in particular quietly enough. You don't think you splash through too many puddles, for example, but you are up against the side of the house. You can tell that there are no doors on either side of the house closest to the road where you are. Are you looking to gain entry?
Um, looking to see if there's anything valuable that you could like see through the window that stood out.
Gotcha. Okay. So the
Like it was like
windows.
an easy target.
Gotcha. The windows that are on these sides of the house, from what you can tell, have the same wax paper over them. So if you want to see on the inside of them, you're gonna have to cut into the windows to open them up to be able to peek through.
He would look back at Ken and see what his reaction.
Ken shrugs.
Don't you have like
Uh,
dragon claws that you can like do
well,
it pretty
yeah, no,
carefully?
I'm
He's
just
trying to get.
deciding.
He's asking for Ken's approval, is what he's doing
Yeah,
basically.
I'm deciding whether I should break into this house or if we should just
Ken
go to
is like
town.
lawful neutral, so he's
Yeah.
he you know.
All right. Let's go. Let's get back to the gang. Let's just go into town.
Okay. You
So yeah, Ricardo will
return to
retreat
the
back.
gang
Yeah.
through the rain, and you tromp back towards the area of the woods where your two comrades, I guess I won't call them friends yet, but your comrades are waiting. Um, Ken is now wearing a simple cotton cloak. Ricardo is wearing a thicker, stronger cloak. He now has a rucksack over his back as well.
All right, let's go. Let's go to town.
Yeah, this will do for me.
Cool. How are you guys getting into town? The northern entrance, the wall, the eastern entrance, some other way?
Hmm.
Let's see. Where would the northern entrance be? Oh, one up there. I see.
Yeah.
Ken will speak up. He's like, "Hey, didn't you guys say you found money?"
I thought I don't remember now,
I
but
don't
I
think we
feel like
did.
we did. I thought we did.
Wait, I have 90 gold on me. I don't
Yeah,
know if
why?
that's because I like just didn't delete
Maybe
it when I made
not.
my character though.
Yeah, that's
I-
way too much.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I
you
thought
kept
we found
making
like
a
10
character.
or 5 somewhere
Yeah.
randomly, but
I think
that's
that's
about it.
right. Yeah, I don't think there was much
Yeah.
gold.
Yeah.
Well, if someone did actually have gold, Ken would be like, "Why don't we just fucking pay to get our way in?"
Well, I don't. I guess I didn't know you had to pay to get in anyway. I thought you just go into towns.
Well, I mean that way they just don't ask questions.
All right. Well, so this is where I was suggesting earlier that I would go up just on my own and see if I can get in as a adventuring ranger, and just see what happens.
I guess
That
just
was
one of
my
us getting
suggestion.
arrested is better than all of us. Ken says.
Yeah, why don't you guys post up and keep an eye on me, and I'll just see what the deal is. See if
So
we can just freely go in, or see if you need any papers, or see if
if
they're
you're gonna do
hostile.
that, you should go to the north one.
If you say so, sure.
Because the eastern side will just be standing in the middle of a field if we're watching you. So the northern
Oh,
side's got
you got
trees.
cover on the north side.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's head to the north side. You guys post up, and I'll see if I can get in.
If that's what you want to do, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, let's try it.
All right. So where are you guys posting
Provide
up?
cover? Is that what?
We are in the trees north of the northern
Or
entrance.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are able to make your way over to a different copse of trees north of the northern entrance. That there is one that exists. You do so along the fields, the farm fields in particular. So you have quite a bit of cover, especially from any peering eyes from, say, on top of the gates. Um, Ricardo, you would just like to simply walk up to the gate on the
Yep.
northern side?
Yes, sir.
All right. The walls are roughly 12 to 15 feet tall, different places. It does look like it's big enough for a single humanoid to be able to walk atop the walls, and there is cover for them up top, 3, 4 feet of cover, roughly. As you begin to approach the gate, you can tell rather quickly it is closed. It is a large, 10 or 12 foot structure, wooden, gated. The gate door is wooden. Um, the walls are stone, and as you begin to approach the gate, you can see off to your right the river that you noticed earlier, that it appears that it flows through the center of town on some level. Um, the gate is closed. There is one individual atop the gate. It looks like they aren't even looking out towards you. It looks like they're probably staring off to the west, to your right in this instance. And as you begin to approach, are you trying to be quiet or are you not trying to be quiet?
Um, not necessarily trying to be quiet, but I'm just gonna. Ricardo would just approach confidently, like he's,
He's just
you
like
know,
walking casual.
yeah, like he wants to get into town, and
Okay.
yeah.
Is your Drake with you or not?
It is not.
Is it have you not yet summoned it since your last long rest? Is that the idea?
That's the idea.
Okay.
I'm under the impression I can have him whenever I so choose at this point, but
I
not
think
right now.
that's yeah, I think that's right.
Yep.
Um okay. You confidently stride up to the gate, and as you begin to do so, finally the individual atop the gate looks down at you, hooded lantern on that he's holding, or that's on the wall actually, shines enough light that you come into focus, and he goes, "Who goes there?" In his thick Thayan accent.
Ricardo responds, just an adventuring ranger seeking a bed for the night.
Adventuring ranger. Do you know where you are?
Uh, I'm being honest, no. I got lost, and I'm seeking refuge for the night.
Wait here. Wait, don't move a muscle. And you can see that he begins to descend some sort of staircase or something down below. The gate does not open. In fact, you don't hear anything else after his footsteps begin to run away. Is there anything you would like to do in the silence and the stillness?
Maybe back up a little bit to get closer to my comrades.
We don't bait him towards us.
Well, no, I just just back up a little bit.
Okay, you back up towards the
With caution,
crossroads.
and I guess just being very vigilant. Uh,
Okay,
Waiting.
give me a perception check.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, 16.
All right, that's pretty good. You can hear through the pattering of rain footsteps eventually beginning to come back towards the gate. And it sounds like there's roughly, at, definitely more than 3, maybe more than 5, could be up to 10. Unsure on the number of individuals, but there are a number of individuals running towards the gate on the other side of the wall. What would you like to do?
Ominous.
Um, what would I like to do? What can I do? Um, Either run or wait and find out. So I guess I gotta wait and find out at this point. I'm playing dumb. Ignorance is bliss.
Okay. As you wait, you hear, "All right, lift the bar, lift the bar." And so you see the gate sort of shakes. Something happens on the other side, and eventually it swings out. And by torchlight, held aloft by 6 Thayan knights, steps forward one individual in a dark black cloak. Let me just see if I have a good image for this guy.
For symbols.
Ask for symbols.
Symbols. Ask us if you see what symbols they got on them.
Okay.
All right.
What does this guy look like? Where is it? Nope, not that.
Mr.
Here he is.
Charisma could have joined him if he wanted.
What you see is an individual dressed as such. Sword on their hip, gloves,
Ooh.
and a gold mask on what appears to be some sort of
That guy
robes
looks
and
cool.
Right?
robes and or it's like a suit, right?
Hmm.
He steps forward and he goes, "What is your name, Dragonborn?"
Hello, good friend. The name's Ricardo. I'm from
Welcome
the Sword Coast.
from the Sword Coast, you say. Welcome to Zul. Szul, the town of Zul. Welcome to Zul. It is quite late. May I ask what brings you here? You can see as he's asking this that all the Thayan knights, there's 6 of them behind him, including the one who had been atop the wall, have their hands on their swords, arms in their shields.
I mean no. I come in peace. I mean no harm. And Ricardo would put his hands up, and I mean I clearly have a bow and a quiver and everything. So,
Toss it on the
but
ground.
no, no, no. But would put his hands up and say, "I mean no harm. I'm just an adventuring ranger. And I'm seeking refuge. It's raining out. It's late, and just looking for a place to stay. Trying to get home."
And you can see, okay, I think all those things are true. So you can make a persuasion check if you so choose. It could be deception if you want to be deceitful, but it's up
Nah,
to you.
6.
We can't roll higher than like an 8 tonight.
And I have good
Um,
at modifiers too. Terrible.
Not for this though.
Not for that one though.
As you suggest this, a smile creeps along the edges of the face that you can see underneath the golden mask, and he goes, "Oh, I think we have a bed for you inside. Come on, step in out of the rain for a moment."
Can Ricardo do an insight check to see if he seems genuine or if he seems like
Yeah, you may.
That's a good call.
14?
You believe this to be a significantly threatening situation to you, though you
Yeah.
do not know what the outcome would be if you were to step through the gates.
Ricardo would ask. Yeah, Ricardo would ask a follow-up question. Nay, Ricardo would try to do something silly. Ricardo's gonna use his telepathy thing, psionic mind,
Ah,
to just
God.
convey to ask a question to the guy. So just put into his mind the question of the do you not get many, I don't know, how would he phrase it? Something along the lines of you must not get a lot of why, do you not get a lot of travelers? Do you not get a lot of outsiders? Do you not trust outsiders? That's what he would ask.
gotcha.
Or do you not get a lot of outsiders?
And at this, you see the black cloaked individual, the black suited individual, stand up even straighter than beforehand. And there's like a litheness to him, sort of like a cat waiting to pounce almost in some sense. And you see him suddenly stand up a little straighter and say, "No, nor do we get any outsiders who can do that sort of thing. Gods." And he motions with a hand from back to front towards you. Uh, unless you would like to run, I'm going to ask for initiative.
How many are there?
There are
A lot.
there are 6 guards total, as well as this individual in front of you.
A large number of bad men.
Who knew that a town would have guards in numbers?
Right? Like, this seems like it could have been avoidable.
Oh,
All right. I didn't do anything wrong. I just
Oh,
walked up.
Ricardo, what are you gonna do?
Um,
Yeah, what are the rest of us doing? We're watching this.
you're
Like,
just watching this, so
Yeah.
are we like
I don't-
whispering frantically
think-
amongst ourselves?
I
I
mean,
don't
we
know
see him
how
get
well
in,
you
so
can
we might
see
think
it.
everything's going smoothly.
no, I don't think
Yeah.
I didn't go in.
I don't think you can see it super well.
I didn't go in. Let's
There's
be
the
clear
farm
with that.
field there, and I don't think you'd be able to see past all the crops. We're talking like ears of corn and stuff are
Oh,
growing there.
okay. So we're just hanging out.
Oh, I was definitely under the impression they were watching me. Like they had some sort of vantage point. I thought that was the point.
Oh, okay.
In some way. That was the point of them even going over there in the
If
trees.
yeah, if you're in that closest bunch of trees, you can probably be watching.
Wasn't that the plan? I'm just confirming. That was my understanding of the situation.
I thought we were somewhere watching too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you do begin to see guards moving towards Ricardo.
Yeah, I guess.
But he's getting in, right? That's what we see.
No, I'm not. I'm not going in. He offered me to go in, and I didn't yet. I was asking. I would confronted him, kinda in a way. So I'm still just standing in the doorway. But he just
So-
ordered his guards to gather me.
So
Right.
do you want to roll initiative, or would you like to?
Yeah, I'm going. I guess I'm gonna. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
let me
no.
toss a few things together.
They're coming
Okay.
after me.
uh,
This is fun.
So why are you trying to fight the guard, my man?
Well, I'm not trying
yeah,
to
like,
fight. I'm just.
we need to
I
get
don't
out of
want-
here.
I
Yeah,
guess I'm
this
gonna
is-
resist. I'm not gonna like.
This is scuffed.
Um,
We're gonna play it out, but I'm just
Yeah.
Cardo. Ken's supposed to be the brash one here. Jeez.
okay, you can go ahead and roll initiative if you've not done so. Oh, it looks like Ricardo already did. I got that.
All of us or just him?
If you would like to join into this, please roll initiative.
I mean, if I saw them
kinda wanna-
attacking
yeah.
him,
Well, I guess. Well, I rolled initiative, but I mean, it's not like I'm gonna like want to fight
Well, I guess
right away per
like
se.
we're
but
all part of it, but so I'll join in. But
Yeah.
if I saw
think we should
swords
run.
being drawn,
I vote
Ken,
run.
if I saw swords being drawn, I wouldn't just stand around.
Yeah.
I guess Ricardo
is-
would say, like with
One's-
back, like
one's got a
maybe before
plan.
Initiative. Ricardo
One's-
would say like, you know,
We're not gonna find help
you
in
know,
this
I
town.
think I'll be on my, I'll be on my way or something, and try to like, you know, try to leave, back away.
It's gonna
Okay.
Homer Simpson meme back in the bush.
Not like run, but like kind of just say I'll be on my way. At least offer that as an option.
Gotcha. Okay. Let me. So
But if
we've
it doesn't
got
work, I'll fight my way out. That's fine.
so we've got the gate here. I am going to toss down a bunch of these guards in their area. Ricardo, you are probably here-ish at this point, I would say, unless you think you're closer.
Well, let's see. So you say like I can't, yeah, because I would have said like I was up closer, but then that whole like, once it took a while, I backed up to like,
Yeah.
you know, defensive position. So yeah, that sounds about right.
The one thing I'm actually going to do, I'm going to make each of these guys bigger because I'm going to make everyone go ahead and make yourself 10 feet big. Just because it will fit the actual like measurements of everything that I was describing a little better. And then I believe that the individual who is going to go first, and it will take all of you a round to reach combat if you sprint. It is going to start with, let's see. That's not good. It is going to start with the individual in black.
Oh no. Is that one of these 5 guys here?
No, I'm tossing him
The
down.
the
Oh, he's getting a
Destro looking
special
guy.
token.
Yeah.
He is special, mans.
He's got a special token.
He
we're
reminds
fucked.
me of the Reaper. The Reaper's hideout.
I can see that.
Where'd that go? There it is.
Guess I was crazy for thinking this would go any other way.
I just wasn't prepared for it. That's the real issue. All right, so he gets this token.
Guess I always assume towns are like real, like towns like now. You just show up to a town. It's not like you need a
Did
reason
you
to show up.
Town, man.
did you read anything about Thay?
No. Were we supposed to?
I would recommend reading a little bit about Thay.
Yeah, you
Yeah, but
probably
I-
wouldn't have just
my
walked
charac-
up to the
but my
place and been
character
like,
would
"Hey,
have
I
read
want to come
about
in."
Thay.
So you would know enough about Thay on some level that it's not necessarily a friendly or happy place. But I also
we're
think
gonna-
it's
We're
I
gonna
think it's
play
fine.
ignorant regardless.
Yeah. Okay. So first and foremost, the individual before you is going to go ahead of you. He will sprint forward and will he? Yeah, he will just do that. And he will pull out his sword and he will take some strikes against you.
Whoa!
Oh, shoot.
Hostile.
Oh, very much so. Let me just do one thing really quick.
He knocked on his door, man. He's the old man wanting to get you off the lawn.
You knocked on his door and then you knocked like directly on his brain.
That too. I don't think he liked that.
All right, there we go. And let's see what that rolled. Oh, it didn't roll. Interesting. All right, let's see what that comes up as. So the first of his 2 short sword attacks is going to be a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
Sorry, that should be to everyone. And the second one's an 11. So it's only the first one, I assume, that hits.
Yep.
But as it strikes you, you feel the sword. I mean, it's painful. It's a slash, right? Or piercing. It's piercing damage. But at the same time, you feel it burn in a way that you did not expect. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
15.
That's exactly what you needed. You are going to take half damage.
Excellent.
76.
7d6.
You will take 13 points of damage. on
Oh
top
my
of-
goodness.
Okay.
That will be this individual's turn. He is right up in your face at this point. Let me just see. I'm sorry, he should have had advantage on those attacks. Let me just roll for the second one again. That's an 8. Okay. So go ahead, Ken. What would you like to do?
So
ahead,
I have
Ken.
to
Do your
use a
thing.
turn to get close to them, right?
You do. You are currently roughly 60 feet off screen.
Okay. So I can my regular walk speed is 40. So
Okay.
if I were to dash, I can move 80.
You could get up into the fray then.
Okay. Well, then and from my from that distance I could have seen them like attack him.
You could have, yes.
Okay. Well, all right. Ken is gonna actually, let's see. So with 40 feet, how far away would I be if I were to go 40 from the guy who hit him?
You could get, you can join Ricardo. Actually, I think
With just
because if
40
you're
movement?
with 80 movement, you could join Ricardo. If you used 40 movement, you would be like just on the edge of the screen. If you used 60, you would get to about here.
Okay. Am I within 30 feet if I only use 40 movement?
You are not. All the
Hmm.
distances right now look to be about double what they should be. I'm actually trying to see if I could fix it. There we go. So the distances should be fixed now.
Okay. Well, screw it. Ken's gonna use one of his key points, and doing this basically gives him dash. I think he burns his bonus action and he gets dash with it.
Cool.
So he'll be able to get right up in it.
All right. Let me toss you down. Ken has entered the game. And you can be, yeah, wherever right there is fine.
And Ken will attack the mans twice. As he gets two attacks. Oh geez, that's not looking good. That's looking better though.
The second one is definitely a hit.
Okay.
Or sorry, short sword. Yeah, the second one's definitely a hit. Okay. And as you do damage to him, it hurts him. Um, anything in particular that you're doing otherwise, or is it just the 5 damage?
That's all I can do because I've used my bonus action to dash to get this
Oh,
far.
gotcha. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that's it.
All right. And so as this is happening, you rush up in your newly acquired cloak, land a blow on this individual, but they are able to parry you with the flat of their sword for one of your blows. Ricardo, what would you like to do? Did we lose him?
I don't know.
Ricardo.
Does he have his
Well,
mic up by his eyeballs?
we can like come back to him.
Yeah, we can come back to him. Roboticus, what would you like to do?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I want to get into this fight. We gotta like think of an escape route. How the fuck are we gonna get out of this?
Ken's trying to just get him out.
Yeah. Juan's
Um,
gonna charm his way up.
Will my movement get me within 60 feet of the big bad guy?
It will get you if you spend 60 feet of movement. It will get you to roughly right about here.
Okay. So I'm about 120 feet away from the bad guy.
Yes, I think that's probably right. Let me just double check something. I'll tell you. You're about 100 feet away from the bad guy.
Okay. Yeah, fuck it. I guess I'll use my movement and my bonus action to dash up to get closer, and then yell to Ricardo and Ken like, "We gotta get the fuck out of here, guys."
All right, so you want to use 60 feet of movement, action, and movement.
Yep.
All right. So out from the trees runs a lumbering robotic figure,
Uh-huh.
yelling, "We gotta go!"
We gotta get out of here.
Ricardo, what would you like to do?
Um, what did Ken do? Did he attack or anything, or is he
I
just here?
punched him because he
He
hit
Punched
you.
him?
Yeah, he
he-
fucking
Alright.
he hit you, man.
I know he did. He fucked me up.
And you weren't here to tell me any different, so that's what I did.
Then yeah, Ricardo's gonna defend himself, I guess.
Okay.
First he's going to.
Oh god.
Or you could or we could run away.
Well, I
No,
was gonna
let him-
retreat while attack. Kind of, that was the thing.
There you go.
I'm gonna give him an opportunity attack. Is that a thing?
It would give him yeah, he would have an opportunity attack against you.
Yeah, that's all right. All right,
You
so
could, don't forget you could disengage.
is that a full action though?
Yeah, it takes his action.
But isn't that like almost worth it right now? I
Kind
just
of maybe.
Roboticus doesn't want to see Ricardo like get cut down by this guy.
We're all gonna get cut down by this guy.
So yeah. So how far away are you, robot?
I think I'm like 60 feet. Or no,
Okay.
like 50.
Ooh, no, 15. Maybe 20. All right, that's plenty. All right. Ricardo's gonna retreat to behind Roboticus. I guess I'll take
Okay.
that opportunity attack.
Rip Ken.
Yeah. Damn.
All right, so you're gonna take the attack of opportunity against you.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, 24 is gonna
This
hit.
guy's hits roll 76 after.
Yeah.
Well,
So go ahead and
if he
make the
if he
Constitution
disengage
saving throw.
if he disengages, wouldn't he not get the
Ooh,
opportunity
net
attack?
20.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, that's correct. But so you are gonna take 7 slashing damage or piercing damage from his short sword, and then you're gonna take half of poison damage. So you will take 12 points of poison damage.
Man, this guy's sword. Oh, it's a short sword though.
So 12 plus 7?
Yeah,
19?
19 total.
Okay, yeah. All right. And then with that, Ricardo's going to say, I didn't mean any harm, and then fire 2 arrows.
Okay, and you're firing at
But no,
them.
but first, for the bonus action, he's going to cast Hunter's Mark,
Ooh, okay.
and then fire 2 arrows. So the first one will be a 22.
Gotcha. Does it hit?
That will be for 6 damage plus Hunter's Mark, which I believe is a
D6.
D6. Ooh, a 6.
All right, so 12 damage from your first arrow. Go ahead and take
Yeah.
a second attack.
And then the second one will be a
Shape.
16 to hit.
That is a hit.
Excellent. And that one will be a 7 damage.
Go ahead and roll the hunter's mark.
It's only once per turn.
Uh,
Unless
until
I'm-
the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack.
Oh, well, fuck it. Excellent.
was like-
1.
All right, 8 points damage total.
Still no extra
Um,
on top.
You are able to pump 2 arrows into this individual. One looks like it doesn't go in very far. The other looks like it is causing him to bleed underneath what you now realize is some sort of leather armor. That black robe overcoat thing that he's wearing isn't just for show. I believe that's the end of your turn, unless there's something else you would like to do, Ricardo, or can do.
No, that's it.
Okay. It is the Thayan Knight's turn.
Mm.
One of them, the very one in the back, will begin sprinting backwards, and he will sprint off screen. The other will run and go up the stairs, and you can hear that he is beginning to pull the crank to close the door. The others will begin to fan out, blades drawn, in an attempt to encircle, at the very least, Ken. 2 of them are going to take attacks against Ken.
Yeah.
They will make. Oops, that's the wrong guy. Sorry. Ignore this first one. This. Does 16 hit?
Believe so. Yep. Got a 15 at AC.
Okay. And then a 9 is a miss. So one of them hits you for 4 damage. Another one is going to take 2 swings of his sword, a 22 to hit, and a 9 to miss, giving you another 6 points of damage on top of that.
Ken's getting diced up.
Your new cloak is getting ruined, and you have spilled your blood on it. So those guys are good. Juan, what would you like to do?
How far? What's Juan's 30 feet of movement? Is this
Your 30 feet of movement would bring you to like right about here, I believe.
all right? When I run up, do I see any like flags or banners?
You do, as a matter of fact. You see 2 different symbols. Let me see if I can. I'll send them to you in the chat. You see the following 2 symbols. And one of them I will reveal to you because it is on the knights, so you know that it is associated with them. The other symbol, you now realize, is on the man in black. You do not know what it means.
Okay, so neither of these symbols were the ones we saw at the keep.
Correct.
All right. Is the main guy within like? I mean, this is really far. Can I like talk to him from here if I shout?
You can shout, but I will say that any sort of social check that we perform is going to be at disadvantage because you're shouting through the rain at a distance.
All right. I will use my bonus action to just be like, "Oh, whoa, what's going on here? Everybody stop."
Make a persuasion check. At disadvantage. Wow,
22.
that's
Wow,
pretty damn
indeed.
good. You see multiple individuals falter. I am going to roll against it. See if they can understand what's happening.
It's a very powerful persuasion you have.
Even with a natural 20,
Wow.
those guys don't know. Let me see. Nope. They see what appears to be a Thayan knight off in the rain and in the distance, approaching, yelling for them to stop. Is there anything else that you would like to do with your action and your action at all? Juan?
No. Wait. So I haven't used my I haven't used my action yet though, right? So
Correct.
I don't want to get closer because it looks like we're running away, but I do want to try to. I don't want to burn our ability to use this town. That would suck. So, my goal here is just to like talk them into everybody talk to like stopping and try to make them think I'm on their side. So I don't know how that works.
Cut one of us down.
What?
That'll make them think you're on their side real quick.
Right? Maybe we just
Yeah,
like
it's a
tell them
great
what happened.
idea.
Hope for the best.
Just fucking right.
What'd you
This
say?
is just something Juan would probably do in real life,
Maybe we just like tell them what happened and just like hope for the best.
No,
Like,
I'm
maybe
gonna
these guys
try.
would
I
be,
want to
like-
deceive them. I want to roll my deception, but I don't know how this works as far as like I can't get any closer. And is it so? Did I roll my persuasion too good? Because it seems like they.
They did seem to be stopping.
Okay.
For how long that lasts, you don't know.
Okay. Well. I can't just yell for him to stop again. Yeah, I can't do anything until I can actually talk to this guy. So I'm just gonna stand here.
All right. Then I will go to the next person. He will holding his sword out. He will begin to walk past Ken. Ken, if you would like, you can take an attack of opportunity. But considering they have stopped, do with that information as you will.
Wait. They stopped fighting me?
They suddenly seem to halt in mid combat, all of them.
Ken will not swing at this man if they stop fighting.
Okay. He is like pointing his sword at you as he passes, and so because you don't take a swing, he sort of puts it down ever so slightly. He puts let me see, let me do the distance on this. He begins to pass Cardo and I think it's still like right there. Let me double check that. Might be a little far, but pretty close. He begins to pass Roboticus and Ricardo, and looking at you, Juan, and say, "Soldier."
Hey, how's it going there? My name is Jeff. Why are your men attacking my guys?
And he looks at you and he looks back at them. Go ahead and make a deception check now.
Okay.
I'm saying that we are pausing initiative order, and wow, gonna roll a 19 or a 20. Yeah. These are your men.
Yeah, they kind of don't know what's going on, if you know what I mean. And I guess you could say they kind of got loose. I'm trying to, I'm trying to train them, but the dragon here, he's kind of got a mind of his own. He didn't realize, how vigilant you guys would be, and I think he made a bit of a mistake. This is all misunderstanding, I believe, from.
And may I ask from what estate they have escaped?
Wait, what did he ask? What estate?
Yes, from which estate have they escaped?
Oh, okay. Let me think about this. I think the only name. What names do we know?
Bethune.
What was his name? Missoula?
Mary Lou's. Mary
Mir-
Lou.
Mirluaz.
Ooh, do I name drop Mirluaz?
Yeah, tell him we're
I think
Mirluaz's
that might be
boy.
like the only thing that saves us.
Yeah.
Or just kills us harder.
These currently these guys belong to Mirluaz.
Okay. Let me do two things. One,
Okay.
see if he knows who Mirluaz is. Okay. And then let me just double check something. He looks at you suspiciously, though he goes, "My apologies. Do you require assistance of some of the guards to return them?"
Oh no, I'm fully capable of handling these men myself. They will be getting quite a few lashes for this. Don't you worry about it.
Make a persuasion check on that.
Okay, come on. Okay.
Oh my god. This is amazing. Then he goes, "At ease then, soldier." And as he looks at you, he gives you a salute, and he goes, "Tell your Vardhond you have done well this evening. Maybe soon enough you'll make Tarsabar."
What the fuck?
Juan nods.
What the fuck is this session?
And then yes, yes, Juan nods, having no idea what a Varhan. He has no idea what those words mean, so he's just gonna
And
smiles and nods.
they give a salute with their fist to their chest.
Oh, I'll salute back, obviously. Yeah, that
Okay.
would. Yeah.
They all begin to go back
Flat
into.
hand
They begin to go back into Zool, the town.
So wait, we can't go
Oh,
inside.
before the guy
Shut
leaves,
up.
I would Juan would ask, do you mind if we like spend the night in your town? It's kind of raining outside, and we don't want to catch pneumonia.
As he's like turning to walk away, he looks at you. Make a persuasion check.
Oh,
Oh,
come
no.
on. Bunch of sad boys outside his walls. Got an 18.
Yes, maybe it's best for everyone if you did so. Come,
Ah,
follow us.
yes. Excellent.
I told
begins
you
to
we
head
just
inside.
needed a place to stay.
Yeah, come, fellas.
Ken, as he's like, as the guy's like walking away, he'd like hold his wounds and be like, "Sorry, just a misunderstanding." Just like,
Yeah. Yeah, that was,
All hail Mirluaz.
yeah, I mean, that was...
Okay, so let's take just like a 3 to 5 minute break really quick. I think this is a good spot to stop. I have to figure some things out for the next bit of the session,
Okay.
but we will continue onward in a minute. You are led through the town of Zool, S-Z-U-L, Zool, past what appears to be some sort of set of taverns at the entryway. One is titled the. Where is that? The Oak in the Barrel. Another, you don't make out a name, there's just a horseshoe at. And as you continue onwards, you see what appears to be a bastion. There is a walled, fortified building on the corner, and it seems to dominate this block for the most part. Some of the houses on the northern and eastern side of it are able to fit in just barely, but for the most part, it holds this block. And as you enter this bastion, you are led inside, and there is a large courtyard. As you're led across it, you are brought to what appears to be the stable. And the individual before you says, "Last stall on the left. Put them in there for the night. They won't be able to get out." Keep watch on them. Deal with them in the morning. I'll have 2 troopers posted at guard stations outside the doors. He salutes you once more, Juan.
Yeah. Yeah,
Salute
I'll
back.
salute him. Yeah, I'll salute him back.
Okay.
So what I'm getting at is so as far as they're concerned, these guys are my slaves, or like they're owned by the fancy guy,
Realize?
Voldemort. Yeah.
Yeah, on some level they are under your captive control in some way.
Okay. And they're locked in a barn.
They are going to be locked in a barn. He is requesting that you sit outside of the stall and guard them.
Oh yeah. Is he giving me a key? I mean,
So the way that like these barn doors work is that they have a latch on the outside. You can't open it from the inside.
okay. And then there's 2 other guys with me.
They will be positioned outside of the barn.
Okay. Okay, so is that the setup or is there anything else?
That's the setup.
Okay. Well, so after about I don't know, after like 10, 15 minutes, I would probably ask these other guys well, first, do you guys you probably don't want us to hang out in a barn as prisoners. So I will ask the 2 other guards, why don't you fellas do a perimeter sweep? You never know.
To the guys like out front.
Yeah, the 2 guards that were left with me, I would have them do a perimeter check the air, check the streets. You don't know if and I point one to go one way and one to go the opposite way, split them up.
Make a perception check first and foremost.
Okay.
And then you will make a persuasion check.
Ooh, perception is not my thing.
Okay. Roll me. Before we do the persuasion check, roll me a D100.
It's a big number. Oh shit, 69.
That was the second to last number you could get where this might even work. Go ahead and roll that persuasion check.
Okay.
That's the sex number.
Yeah. Ooh, not so good. We got an 8.
They kind of look at each other. They half-heartedly salute, bow their heads, and say, "Yes, Kellerond."
Yeah.
Begin to do a perimeter check.
Okay.
Called you that.
Okay. So once they kind of get out of out of sight a little bit, I suppose I would let the boys out. You guys want to get out, right?
Or can we like speak to each other through the door?
Getting out would be
yeah,
nice.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But it's a barn. It's like a big, heavy barn door that has bars on it on all sides, so that nobody could get in and out necessarily. It could double as like an oversized jail cell, effectively. So you can more than speak through it without issue. That's not a problem.
Okay. So once they're out of get a little distance, the guards get a little distance, I would give a whap on the a little whap on the door there and say, "Hey fellas, you want to get out?"
Yeah, open the fucking door already.
Yeah, because they've been in Ken's been in prison for like years, so yeah, we'll very quietly let them out of wherever they're in, whatever they're
Okay,
in. Yeah.
make a stealth check to open the barn door.
Oh jeez.
Stable door, I should say.
Jeez.
Big rusty
Ooh,
metal door.
a 12.
You're not necessarily like silent about it, but you're not loud about it either.
I'm average.
Yeah, a little above average. There's no movement from the barn door, which is only ever so slightly open at this point in time.
Okay. Is it open enough for them to get out?
Oh yeah, definitely. You
Yeah.
could step
I would
out if you
motion. We're
wish.
talking in hand signals right now, fellas. Be quiet. I'll put my finger in front of my mouth. Let them know to be very, very, very quiet. And motion for them to, give them a little head thing, head motion.
Which way?
Uh oh. And then I'll motion whatever direction the two guards didn't go in.
So there's really only one entrance and exit out of this barn, which is the main barn door.
Okay.
So you've let them out of their stable. I'm looking for a quick map. Sorry. You've led them out of the stable, which is a good start, but you've not escaped from the barn itself.
Oh, the barn itself. Okay. So when the guards went to check this perimeter, are they just like walking around the barn? They're not
Play
like.
Metal Gear Solid here.
Yeah, they're like moving here. I just put a map up. Found one.
Okay, so they're in like a horse stall. Okay, yeah. See, my
Yeah.
brain. I'm a terrible listener, so my
Oh,
brain
good.
needs like a visual.
No, you're all good.
Yeah.
This is where it will take me a moment to find this sort
Oh,
of thing.
it's
to-
yeah.
You were thinking like one big hay barn.
Yeah, I thought they were just in. You guys were in like a
Big
shed.
open. Yeah.
And so the guards were like at the door down here.
Okay.
You told them to go check out the perimeter. Probably the perimeter of the bastion itself is what they understood. And so they're doing like a perimeter around the courtyard out there.
Okay. And is it still dark out?
Yes, it's still dark and raining. It's 2 in the morning at this point.
I know there's gonna be. See, I know there's gonna be perception rolls. So I'm gonna have. I want Ricardo to do those. So I'm gonna have Ricardo take point. Juan motions for Ricardo to take point on our escape here.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot first. Ask questions later.
We're trying to be sneaky. You know. Yeah, I think it's funny that these guys are talking in their language and I have no idea what they're saying.
So they all speak common,
Yeah.
but the words that they are using to describe you or describe something,
Mhm.
and actually you could make an intelligence check if you want one.
I mean, I'll do it if it wouldn't hurt, but just straight intelligence.
Yep.
All right. Okay. -1, that's a 9.
Okay. Did it roll for you? It didn't come through for me. He's still rolling.
Still loading for me too.
Well,
While it
spoil it.
loads,
Yes.
was there enough time, like while we were in that cell, for there to be a short rest? By chance?
No, definitely not.
What are you getting a short rest for already, bro?
I can switch my armor type on short rests, so I can switch into stealth.
Is it
mode.
still loading?
Yeah, it's still loading for me at least. But you see it?
Yeah, it's a 9.
We'll roll with that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't put together what these words might mean as of yet.
Yeah, some kind of slang.
So you guys would like to leave the barn?
And there's only
right?
one way in, one way out, right?
Yeah.
So if anybody has a problem with what we're doing here, because I'm winging it. So
Or rather, on the first floor, so far as you can tell, there's only one way in and one way out. These windows. So this is actually a wall back here. The windows of the stables themselves are iron bound. You would not be able to slip out of them. The barn door is here. Another stable here. There are stairs that go up, and you can sort of see this area up top.
so that's
that there's
floor
a bit of a
2.
loft.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the second floor's got windows, but we don't know if those are open. So
Correct.
I'll leave it up to Ricardo at this point.
Let's get the high ground.
High ground. All right.
Ricardo would lead him up the stairs.
Okay. You're at the top of the stairs. And as you ascend to the second floor, a lot of you can quickly see that these are typical windows. That you could open these windows if you so wished.
And I see on the first floor thing that there's like hay bales. Could we like, if we wanted to dip out a window, could we just jump on the hay bales and?
So there is a roof outside of right here. This is a roof. Looking out
Ah,
of the windows on
okay.
this side by you, Juan, you can see that from the roof to the wall of the bastion and then down to the street, it would be a 5-foot leap from the roof to the wall, and then the walls are roughly 10 feet tall down to the street.
All right.
Yeah, Ken's already making his way towards the roof here to jump off.
Yeah. Let's.
Okay. Go ahead and whoever's going to open the window to go out, please make a stealth check.
Ken. $23.
Yeah, you silently open the window without issue. I don't see that one either.
Yeah.
You gotta refresh sometimes.
Let's see.
Eat fresh. Refresh. Oh yeah. I gotta. Yeah. See it now.
Yeah, all good now for both of them. Okay, so you open the window and you were all stepping out onto the roof to jump from the roof onto the wall.
Apparently we are.
Yeah. Well, we either fight or flight right now, so I guess we're flighting.
All right. Uh, who would like to make the athletics checks first?
Um.
Can I roll
Ricardo.
dex?
You could do acrobatics. That's fine. Acrobatics or athletics, please. To make a leap.
Oh no.
Okay, let's do this.
Damn. We're just rolling it. Let's roll it. Okay. Okay.
All right, Ricardo,
Ooh.
please make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh yeah. 16.
Okay, it wasn't that bad of a jump, but you slipped on the it's like a tin metal roof, and as you go to jump in the rain, you slip, and you jump about 3.5 feet forward, and you reach out, and your clawed hand grabs onto the wall, and you can, with the help of your friends, pull yourself up onto the edge of the wall, and you're all sort of balancing there. It's only like a foot wide. It's like a brick wall, right? It's not super. It's like pretty narrow. You are able to together bring yourselves down and into the street, and you are now in the street. You are in this deserted looking city. And something that you didn't notice at first when you were being led through the streets is that it appears to be rather luxurious in a very surprising way. You would not have guessed that this, I mean, you don't know if it's a backwater or not, but considering you saw nothing else around necessarily, you wouldn't expect to have large amounts of luxury displayed in shop windows along the street. You can see clothes, different types of foods on display, furniture, immaculate, beautiful, master craftsmanship level furniture on display. All of the shops have lanterns in them still alight to ensure that they are being displayed, they're displaying their wares at nighttime. That said, the streets appear deserted in all directions. What would you like to do?
Ken says, "We gotta get off the fucking streets."
Yeah, can we find like an alleyway, like a little ways off?
Sure. Make
I
a
And at some point, Ricardo did a second level cure wounds on him. So
Oh, nice. If you would like to find an alleyway, please give me a survival check.
I have a plan for us to take a quick breather, but we need like a little alleyway.
All right.
all right,
You
13.
run a block away, and as you begin to do so, you suddenly hear sounds like whistles from back in the bastion. You run another block or so, and you find what you think would probably be a suitable alleyway. ducking down it, you are able to find some sort of cover. Do you want to stay here and attempt to hide?
I am going to turn to the group, be like, all right, boys, we got to take a minute and we got to figure out our plan of action. And I'm gonna cast rope trick to create us a little fucking invisible hidey hole.
Oh, nice.
It's like a rope like sneaks out of my hand, goes up and like anchors itself to an invisible point. Give it a tug. I'm like, all right, boys, let's get up here. Let's take a breather and regroup for a moment.
The fuck is that thing?
It's a way for us to get out of sight. They won't be able to find us up here.
Ken looks at the robot, kind of like bizarrely. He's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Whatever."
I start climbing up the rope, and then when I reach the end of it, I just disappear.
Okay. And you are now within the rope trick. A lot of you, as you enter the rope trick, you like hoist yourself up and in, right? And as you do so, you find yourselves in a blank, bland, not dark, lightless, dimensional space. Everything appears black, but it is a room of some sort and some size of dimensions. It doesn't seem like you can really walk too far away in any point in time from Roboticus. As you pull the rope up and Roboticus closes it, you feel like you are secure for some period of time.
Fuck, this is weird, man. Where the fuck are we?
Yeah, I take a few pebbles out and have them cast light to give us a little mini campfire. And take a seat. All right, what's our plan here, boys? We're in the middle of a very hostile-seeming city. We just broke out of prison, so they're going to be looking for us. Are we trying to get out of town?
We need some gear. Like I think that's like that was the main objective to coming here, was just getting geared up. But plan has hit a bit of a snag.
Yeah, I have a very, very strong suspicion that I don't think we're gonna be able to buy anything here.
We maybe don't buy.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to like smash some windows, do a smash and grab on the way out.
Ken turns to you and is like, "How long can we stay in here for?"
About an hour.
Oh, that's convenient.
Okay.
Ken wants to do a short rest.
Yeah,
The
if you
whole-
guys stay in here for the entire hour, you get your shorts for sure.
Hell yeah.
So this is like, I think it's safe to say this is a bad place. If they think they just assumed right off the bat that you guys were like owned by someone, and they, it seems very common around here.
I have another question. How because I took the Thayan Knight's armor too, but like it morphs a little bit. So how like similar to it? Do I still have all like the crest and shit?
That's up to you, I'm actually gonna say.
Yeah, I would have removed them.
Okay. And they're removed.
I wouldn't have been thinking this far ahead when I changed the armor.
Gotcha. Yeah, they are fully removed then.
I wonder, can I after could I like change it again after the first go around?
What do you mean?
Because like I can use an action or something to like you make any suit of armor like, the arcane armor. But if it's already arcane armor, can I like alter it again?
Yes. Yeah, once you have it like on you, you can adjust it as required.
Either way, I'm sure that takes more than a long rest, but I'm going to keep that in mind.
If we're doing the long rest, I'm just gonna roll.
So for options, maybe we lay low then wait for some kind of like trader or caravan, some kind of small caravan, and like we do the old like jump in the back of like the wagon or something. I don't know. I have no idea what we're gonna do. Yeah. So what's like a checklist we need? I know we need rope. Did you guys get rope in one of those houses?
No, I was told the city would have everything.
Okay, so we're gonna need rope. Uh, what else is in adventuring gear? Some like bedrolls.
Some
Yeah, we're gonna have to rob. What I'm saying, we're gonna have to rob someone here of all the, I mean, it's simple stuff.
caltrips.
How
Yeah.
much key do I get back from a short rest?
I don't know actually. I'd have to check that.
It says I have 5 per short rest. What does that mean?
It probably means how many you have.
That probably means you get all of them back at a short
Yeah.
rest.
Okay, because I did
Like
it, and only one came back.
What does it say next to the like boxes, like spells, right? So does it have like boxes, and then it says
So-
like slash short rest or slash long rest?
So I was under the impression I would get them all back. But let's see.
When you spend a key point, it is unavailable to you unless you finish a short or long rest, at the end of which you draw all of your expended key back into yourself.
All
Get them all
right,
back.
so boom, fresh as a daisy.
It turns out it's only an action to change my armor, so I am gonna bring back all the Thayan like symbols and stuff.
Nice.
Make myself look like a robot bodyguard or something.
All right. So we've got robot bodyguard. We've got Ken has healed up. Juan, is there anything in particular you are doing?
Juan's just scheming, trying to figure out what we're gonna do.
Same with Ricardo.
Yep. I think we just gotta snag some supplies and get out of this city. Don't feel safe here.
Does anybody? Oh, we don't have lockpicking tools. Oh,
Ooh, I might be able to make lockpick.
yeah.
tools.
Spawn some lockpicking tools.
Yeah. Let's see, what can I do? I learned how to produce exactly the tool I need. Nice. It requires 1 hour of uninterrupted work. So I can't just like snap my fingers.
What is it again? Sorry.
The right tool for the job. It's like an artificer thing.
Ah, okay. I would say you could have that hour if you needed to, as long as you can do that while concentrating on the rope trick.
I think so. It
Let's
doesn't
see.
say anything about it like breaking concentration.
Yeah, you can do that then.
Yeah, rope trick. It's not even a concentration spell.
Oh, nice. Cool. Okay. Yeah, go for it then.
All right, sweet. So I'll make some locking tools.
All right. And do you know how to use them?
I do. Thieves tools, right?
All right. Yeah. Okay. So the plan is gonna be we're gonna find a general store and we're gonna break
Sorry,
in.
you don't have proficiency with thieves' tools.
Yeah, I do.
You have perception. Oh wait, let me check all. Sorry. I see that you only have perception, history, alchemist supplies.
Oh, wouldn't it be in his tool section, like under where his weapon and armor proficiency is?
Weapon armor proficiency.
I have alchemists, cartographers, leatherworkers, smiths, thieves, and tinkers.
Sorry, where are you seeing that?
Under tools, I'm like right on the main page. Down on
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was looking in the wrong spot. Gotcha.
Yeah, but
Okay,
we
no,
were
you're
in
all
jail,
good.
so we didn't have any tools, right?
He just
I had my
spawned him in. He
nail.
just made him. That's part of his
Oh, you
gimmick.
made them. Okay, I get it.
now that he's getting his powers back.
He's the tool man, Taylor.
Seriously, dude.
All right, thieves' tools you got.
Okay, so does that sound like a plan? Just find a.
Yeah, find a store, rob it, and fucking get out of here.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Well, it's nighttime. Ricardo, what time of day do you think it is?
Over the middle of a good night.
Middle of the night. Okay. Nice. So that gives us.
Can we hear things outside the rope trick? Like, can we open the door a little bit and like listen, see if we hear guards running around and shit?
I don't think so. I don't think you can do that with rope trick. We'll check.
Ooh, but those inside can see out of it as if through a 3 foot by 5 foot window centered on the rope.
So you can see outside of it.
Oh, so you're like Doctor Strange? He does that thing with the portals.
Yeah. So you don't hear anything, but what you do see is that the guards are actively looking for you. And in fact, you see the individual in black who you had seen earlier. The guards are carrying torches, and at one point he is directing them in the street, pointing towards all of the alleys in particular. And they are going into the alleys, and a guard goes below where the rope trick is. Doesn't see the rope dangling ever so slightly out of the hole, and then walks back out of the alley, shrugging. And this happens for the entire time that you've done the rope trick. It seems that they are searching the city high and low for you.
Hmm.
Oh, great.
Do they have torches out?
I mean, like,
We,
at
we do.
at what point do we just cut our losses and maybe go look for like supplies and shit somewhere else?
Right now.
If we have literally an entire town trying to kill us.
All right, if you want
I guess we're just gonna eat good berries forever then. Fuck it.
It'll be fine. They're delicious and nutritious.
You're a robot. You don't even have taste buds.
I've heard great things about good berries.
Would you say you've heard good things about them? The rope trick probably has 5 or 10 minutes left at this point. Is there anything in particular you guys want to discuss further? What is your plan for when the rope trick goes away?
Yeah, we gotta get over that wall, man.
We gotta get out of here.
All right.
We need a rope or some shit to get over that wall.
I
have
have spider climb, but I can only cast it on one person.
I could fly.
That's two of us.
We need a rope.
Well, let's head towards the wall. Maybe we'll see like a store or something like on the way. Like we'll stick to the alleys. Maybe we'll find like discarded rope or something we can use.
These guys got torches out. It'd be hard to like avoid them.
Might be improv time.
I can run or sneak. That's all I got, man. Or fight. But I don't want to fight. There's a lot of them.
Alright, so stick to the back alleys and head towards the wall.
Yeah, let's stay sneaky and navigate our way out of here.
As the
Can we
rope
like
trick,
look for a
Stealth and survival.
when like the coast is clear, like try to time it for like right after a guard does one of his patrols?
yeah, I'm gonna say that you're gonna have to wait the entire time until the rope trick is fully done, just for Roboticus to finish his thieves' tools. That as The rope trick finishes and the thieves' tools are done. Somebody please roll me 1d6.
While we're doing that, while we were doing that, can Ricardo identify his vial he found?
Do you have this
Or does that take
identify spell?
longer? I
That
was
should
just
take
thinking it was
10 minutes.
like just figuring it out.
Oh, you can take a look at it at least and roll an Arcana check.
Yeah, we'll do that. Ooh, not very good. 6.
Yeah, you have no idea what's in that little potion that you've got.
Maybe another time.
But you all see Ricardo holding like a little vial of something in his hands, looking at it.
He puts it back in his bag.
Okay.
I cast identify and tell him what it is.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
So
Why
then you
not?
gotta. It's gonna stop you from using or from getting the thieves' tools.
Or I guess
No, they're probably.
do it like right at the end, like after these tools. It only takes 1 minute.
Okay, so what did we get on that 6 that we rolled? A 3? Okay, so there's no
3.
guards. There's no guards walking in the street at this point in time, so far as you can tell. And so as you drop out of the rope trick, if you would like, now you can cast Identify.
Really? No, I'm gonna save it. So I
Okay.
can cast it as a ritual once we have some downtime.
Okay. You are in the alley through which you escaped into the rope trick. It is still it's like drizzling at this point. The rain is beginning to dissipate slightly and slowly. There are no guards currently in sight. Poke your heads out of the alleyway and you can see that there is a guard headed back towards the bastion. But it looks like he's kind of lollygagging, slowly moving along, torch in hand, just head going back and forth. He's probably tired. It's quite late at night. What would you like to do?
Be super, super sneaky.
No.
Let's leave.
All right, roll stealth checks.
Should we like try to take cover until he passes?
God, can't roll good at all today.
All right, let me.
Oh, wait, I have advantage on stealth now.
Oh, is that from your like armor change or something?
Yeah. So let's see if I can. Oh, boom.
Okay. I'm just taking the average really fast in my head. 46 divided by 4. All right, so it's over 10. That was actually what you needed. You are able to move from shadow to shadow, alleyway to alleyway. Which direction would you like to go? You can either go, the road goes east-west, the alleyway was to the north, but there is a bit of a crossroads in this town just over to the southeast from where you are. And there's a road that goes east and there's a road that goes south there.
Well,
You
we
know,
came in
like,
from the north, so should we just? Would that be the closest? Do you think?
North is probably the closest, but you would have to go back by the bastion. I'm gonna put something in out there in just a moment.
oh yeah, that might be a bad idea.
Okay.
Maybe go like east or west and then cut back north.
Well, we knew about the east exit, so maybe east, because we know that there's an exit there.
Yeah. Better not to risk, hoping there's one on the west side too.
Yeah.
I think it's like head east and keep our eyes out for like
You think
useful
we
stuff.
think
that
we're
can
gonna be able to
upper-
walk out of a gate?
No, but there is a gate, I guess.
or like scale a wall or something.
Uh,
I think it's like our
Ricardo
only
would
option is to
suggest
try to find a rope.
I'd go east.
Like you guys can get over or whatever, but we can't.
All right, let me change this over. And then you should be able to see. All right, so I have revealed a bunch of the city to you. Can you guys see that on the map?
Yep.
Mhm.
Cool. Just so we can see this a little better. And I'm just I'm opening up like what you know because you've seen it from the outside as well. Bunch of this here. That like along the wall you could see some of the roofs of those buildings, for example. When you were hiding in the rope trick, you were hiding in this area right here, which is a bit of an alley here. As I was saying, this is that kind of crossroads. There's a road that goes to the east, then there's a road that goes south as well if you would like to go this way. But if you go back to the north through the north gate where you know there's a gate, you're gonna go past the bastion here.
Let's like sneak our way east then.
And you know as well that there's a bit of a crossroads here, in case that helps or matters. And there's that other gate down there. So you want to head east in this direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And so when you get to that crossroads, where would you like to go?
Like what do we see around us? Are these just like houses? Are any of them like shops or anything?
Yeah, so let's see. As we expand the area, there's actually a number of different sort of offshoots in this area. The large building here is a tavern. You can hear one or two people muttering and talking on the inside of it, but most of the lights appear off at this point. This building is a shop. It is a general store, and it does not look to have the same amount of luxury as the furniture and clothing and apparel stores across the way here. Um, the rest appear to be homes, though it's a little unclear. One or two of them might be services. Unsure.
Alright, so I'm gonna turn to Ken, Mr. Dark Vision. Say, keep an eye out. I'm gonna go try to hit the lock on that store. See if we can stock up.
All right. Ken keeps an eye out.
Yeah, I'll sneak my way over to the door.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to attempt to pick the lock. Sleight of hand.
15.
Good enough. You actually pop it open. You only needed a 10. It's a pretty easy lock. And as you pop it open, you can see that, I mean, in mechanical terms, anything within the player's handbook, in terms of the things that you would buy at a general store, you can buy here. They even have certain amounts of simple weapons and simple armor as well.
Fuck yeah. I motion over to the boys and I go in and I like grab the nicest looking rucksack I can and I just start fucking stacking or shoving everything I can into my
Okay.
bag.
Ken, please make a perception check. Because you're on lookout, right?
Yes.
Is anybody else helping Robocus?
Ooh.
If he, yeah, we got the door open to get in the store, I would, I'd go help him loot, make sure he got
Okay.
all the stuff.
Okay. Go ahead and make investigation checks, the both of you, based on what you would like to get.
Okay, come on.
Ooh, lowly 26.
I got a 10.
10, 26. What is Ricardo doing?
I don't know. Keeping watch, I guess.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check as well.
Perception. Oh my god. 12.
Okay. Can somebody please roll me a d6?
Not me.
I got it just because I have it open. 5.
5 minus 1 is a 4. It's all good. No guards come around the corner.
Ooh.
No guards with torches come around the corner, for
Nice.
example. And you are able to successfully loot the shop for up to 10 full minutes, I'm going to say, if you would like. If you would like to do it again, if you would like to keep looting, you may do so. Looting for up to 30 minutes will ensure that you could have anything you want from the player's handbook. But the way that I'm thinking we should do this is every 10-minute time period, you will have. There will be some percentile chance that something you want you will not have in your bag.
I say like we call it at this. I think we got lucky.
Yeah. Ken's like, let's just be quick and get out of here, boys.
Yeah, what did we get?
Okay, so I'm gonna say like 10 items off the bat for everyone, if you would like. Go ahead and pick them from the player's handbook, and then
How many?
10,
1, 0, 10.
10 items each, not including the backpacks.
No
Oh
backpack.
yeah, backpack.
Yep. And then for the you would get 3 more items, but that's a 50-50 chance if you have them or not.
I think 10's pretty good. How we do this?
So Ken would definitely get rations.
Equipment.
Are there like like potions or anything fancy?
Only mundane, simple items. No magical items, so far as you can tell at a glance.
Just make sure you guys get a bedroll and like a canteen. That's a thing.
You don't need food necessarily if you don't want, because you have the good berries, but you should definitely think about getting clothes, which would be, I'm going to say, 1 set of items.
Grappling hook,
Right.
fishing
Bed-
tackle.
Would they have
Bedroll.
a disguise kit?
Make a roll me a 1d10.
Ugh, 3.
They do not.
Does anybody know how to cook?
Me.
Maybe
Do they
grab
have
some.
the other like non-thievy?
Yeah, could I get
toolkits,
cooking
like
utensils
alchemy
here?
and stuff?
Yeah, you can get cooking utensils. They do have other toolkits. In particular, they have. What are the ones listed again?
I'm gonna, if I could grab wood carving tools, I would do that.
They would definitely have woodcarver's tools. They also have tinker tools, painter's supplies, jewelry tools,
An
cartographer.
hourglass.
Yeah, they've got cartographer's tools, so they do have an hourglass. And they have calligraphy supplies and alchemist supplies.
Everything I
It's
was
a-
looking for except the disguise kit.
Gotcha. Yeah, no disguise kit. Or forge.
Can I fit a rowboat in my bag?
there, there is a magic item where it like folds up and you can do that.
What's some other things that like I should bring part of my kit? Because I have the bedroll, clothes, cooking utensils, rations, rope. Is there anything
gonna
else
go-
I'm missing?
I'm gonna go pittons. To climb walls.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I'm
Just
even gonna
look at-
use my full 10 here.
I should
You guys
just pop
need
open the
can't-
book.
Do you
So
need
I got-
some set of do you need some sort of light
Canteens?
like a
It's true canteens.
I grabbed a lamp.
2, 3, 4, 5. Torches. How many torches? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And you said they had like simple weapons too, right?
He just linked us something.
Yeah.
I gave you guys the adventuring gear
That-
link from the player's handbook.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, I was just looking at the equipment section on D&D Beyond. I don't know if that's like the same thing.
I think it should be the same thing.
More or less,
But this is
yeah.
the actual like player's handbook. I don't know if it matters.
I guess with oh shit.
Entering gear.
I will
Did
say you will need one iron pot between the lot of you to be able to cook your food.
I can grab that. I haven't used. I've only got 6 things so far. Iron pot.
So is a grappling hook something that would just be like easy to grab?
Yep. Yeah, there are
Okay.
several different grappling hooks. The biggest and beefiest, however, there is only one, and you think that's probably the real one that you want by the looks of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Potion of healing is on this list.
Roll me a 1d6. See if they actually have any in stock.
Oh, they probably like just had a special and now they're all out.
5 or 6, they do actually have some in stock. Please roll me a 1d4 to see how many they have.
Oh, come on. Roll 4. Dang.
There is one potion of healing, and it is labeled potion of healing. Roboticus, as you pick it up, you realize it looks identical to what Ricardo was holding earlier.
Oh shit. I
Potion
go,
of healing.
hey, Ricardo. I think that thing you had earlier. I think that's what this is.
Ah, that's good. I hold on to it. Found it in that abandoned house.
8. All right. So I've got 8 things. I've got wood carving tools, bedroll, rope, canteen, clothes, torches. Or no, this is 7 things, an iron pot. So
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm gonna go a hunting trap. An hourglass.
I have 7 things so far.
A magnifying glass.
I grab a tinderbox.
ooh, that's a good call. Even though you're already fire
Steel
guy.
mirror.
Ooh, would they have a spyglass? Is that something I'm gonna have to roll for?
Yeah, no, they have a spyglass.
Actually, yeah, I don't need a tinderbox. It's a waste.
And
You are a tinderbox.
is there poison? A vial of poison?
They do not have. Actually, roll me a d20. I'm gonna say on a 19 or on a 20 they're gonna have it, but it's a really expensive item.
Where's the-
I'm gonna add robes. Get new robes to replace the ones that were fucked up.
They do not have any poison.
Hmm.
They do have perfume, however.
Ooh.
And do they have I can restock my arrows?
Yes, you can. You could take up to 200 arrows if you so wish.
Whoa.
How
Now,
many does the quiver hold? Is
your
4.
quiver's only going to hold 50. They only have 2 quivers. So you'd have to find place for probably like 20 or 50 arrows or so.
So can I go double quiver?
You
One on
can.
each shoulder.
You may.
All right, I'm gonna go double quiver and just fully loaded. So that's what 50 and 50.
Yep.
All right.
Everybody give me a perception check.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, I'm gonna. I need a ceiling
a
lamp
10.
as well.
Who else? Ricardo,
What
do you
do I
want to do
need?
perception check?
Can I have my passive perception?
Oh yeah, what is it? That's fine.
19.
That's more than enough. You 3, so everybody except for I think it was Roboticus. Yeah. You notice that they do have a map section as well.
Oh, maps.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
The team Ricardo immediately
Yeah,
looks
get a
for a
map.
map of just maps on maps on maps.
And do
So
they
there's a
have?
few ma-
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask about cash register, but maps is more important right now.
Like,
Okay.
are they on a table? Can he just like sweep them all into his bag?
So they have 3 rolled up in particular.
Take all of them.
Okay, so there's this one, which would be the town that you are in. Ignore the labeling. It's the town of Zool. They have, where did that go?
With the river running through it.
There is this map of the country of Thay. Oops, did that not attach? Give me a moment, sorry. In fact, I am going to pin that message for us.
Yeah.
Should be able to download it too, but it'll be bigger. And then they have a geopolitical map of Faerun. Where'd that go? Just had that. This map's massive. So this is the largest of the maps for you to unravel.
All right, we need to
Now,
go. Home is west.
you are almost, so just at a glance, you are almost in the dead center of the country of Thay.
All
Oh,
right,
it sucks to be.
so we can either go south to the water, or we can just go straight west. Are any of the neighboring countries do we know to be friendly? If we know Thay is unfriendly,
Make
unwelcoming.
a history check.
Anyone in the group good at history before I press it?
I think
I am.
yeah, roboticus is smart.
Robot, can you
Ooh,
do us a history?
13.
Okay. What you know is the following. Thay is typically at war in some fashion or another with the countries of Rashomon to the north, country of Agalrond to the southwest. They're typically at war with those 2 places, and sometimes at war with Thesk.
So we have allies to the north. Well, not allies,
Uh,
but
Enemy of my enemy
enemy,
stuff.
enemy of our enemy.
yeah. Now, mind you, country of Thay itself, and you can sort of see this in some of these maps, the entire country of Thay is mostly upon a giant plateau that they call the Thayan Plateau. If you were to try to escape to the west, for example, there are no roads that go from that last town on the central plateau down to the secondary plateau and to Nethanir. There are no towns, or there are no roads there. You would have to climb down physically.
I think our best bet is to take the water. Let Captain Nacho bring us.
It's Juan.
Captain Juan. I would head south to the water. Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, see if we can get a boat.
Ricardo's suggestion.
Yeah. Now that we got geared up though, we should just get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's fucking
Agreed.
leave.
Okay.
Hold on.
Where are
1,
you
2,
going?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I think we're going to.
We're
Are we
gonna.
trying to get like to the river in
Well,
this town, or like the ocean,
well, let's get
like in the
out of
country?
this. Let's get out of the walls. However,
Yeah,
we
that's what I'm
can,
saying. Get
and
out of
then
here,
head
like
south.
the town here. Like,
And
let's get
then
out of
head
here.
south.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say let's go east to get out of the town.
Yeah, we know that they're looking for us in
Well, now
where
we're
we came
clothed and
from.
we look different, at least a little.
We can blend
You
in.
are, yeah. Let me differentiate this too. You are wearing Thayan clothing, which in particular is um, in the style of the Red Wizards, though not red robed itself. Um, Loose fitting robes, almost like almost like Buddhist monks, just not like orange necessarily. Usually with multiple layers on top of it to ensure warmth or comfort depending on the temperature.
And those robes that I found are the same.
Those are the more traveling cloaks that you originally found.
Okay.
I would go above them.
Looks like we should head east from where we are here. Just see if we can get to the wall.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's sneak our way over to that wall.
Okay. You guys begin to sneak over towards the wall. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me. I'm sending you a picture of what Thayan dress looks like. All right. Those are some pretty good rolls, actually. As you begin to sneak your way to the east, and you do so in a more intelligent fashion this time, you begin to go in between some of these buildings, sneaking from alleyway to alleyway. You see a guard coming because you notice his torchlight beforehand, and in particular, um, you're able to get out of the way and ensure that you are hiding behind the corner of a building as they pass. You then continue sneaking along, continuing east until out ahead you can see that the wall is ahead of you. You looking at something over there?
No.
How tall is the wall?
The wall is roughly 15 feet tall.
Okay.
But you do see that there is a gatehouse slightly to the south of you as well.
Ooh.
I say we just fucking climb over the wall. We got rope now.
I got this. Pulls out grappling hook.
Grappling hook. Good call. Let's see if there's any guards up there.
Make a perception check.
15.
After about a minute of watching, you do notice that there is a single guard on top of the gatehouse looking out once more in the same fashion as the other one was. He is on this little parapet, the southern of the two, at the gatehouse.
I would relay that information to Ken and have him climb up where that guy is not.
Okay, where would you like to go climb up on the wall? I can reveal a little bit more for you too.
I'd say probably a little bit further away from the gate area. Maybe.
Well,
Gotcha.
is the do we think the grappling hook is gonna make enough noise to alert them?
That's why I'm trying to go further away from a gate
'Cause
area at least.
I have spider climb, so I could just like walk the rope up there. If we're trying to be
Fucking go
quiet.
for it, man. Go for it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
Let's be nice and silent about this.
So do you cast spider climb on yourself to walk the rope up?
I do.
Okay. And you are able to successfully walk the rope up without any issue, and you attach the grappling hook silently and stealthily along the wall. There are no guards coming. Can I get a perception check from you, however, Roboticus?
19.
You are able to make out, and I will open up more of the map now that you're on top of the wall so you can see a bit more. You are able to make out quite a bit of this town, as well as the fact that further along the wall, there's a guard coming in this direction with a torch. He has not seen you yet, you believe, because you're crouched down, but he is walking around the perimeter. And at this point, he's currently like here.
Oh, he's coming towards me.
Yeah, you are. I'll mark where you are so you can tell. I want to say that you're like right here.
Okay. And how fast is he going? Like, do I think there's enough time for them to like climb up and get over the wall?
Unsure.
And if he walks by, he'll like, how visible is the rope? Is it like very obvious?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, you can't really hide it because it's like a 4-foot walkway in between the two edges of the wall where the stone stone um, wall basically dips down for the walkway.
Okay. So I guess instead I'm going to like quickly untie the rope and like spider climb down on the side of the wall and like put myself flat up against it, like go down a little bit so I'm a little out of sight, like motion to the boys to get down and be quiet.
Okay. Do you want to wait for him to fully pass? Is that the idea?
Yeah.
How long does spider climb last?
Ooh, that is up to an hour.
Oh, cool. Okay. It takes him a solid 15 minutes. But after 15 minutes, and that includes the time that he stops to chat with the guy at the gate, he passes. You are able to now attach the rope without issue.
I do that and I motion the boys up and over.
Can I just get an athletics check from everyone just to make sure you don't totally flub it? Besides Roboticus. All good,
Juan
Juan.
and its luchadors will be free.
Ken.
Oh no. It was a 5. I needed you to pass. Ken, you get halfway up the wall, and you slip, and you fall, and you take. Let's see. You end up taking 3 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall. You are able to hoist yourself up over, but not without both your humility and your body a little sore.
I don't take fall damage when it's 25 or less than 25, basically.
I don't
course
take
not.
fall damage.
Yeah.
You also
Use my
can
reaction to
gracefully
negate it,
fall.
basically. Yeah.
Okay.
Whoops. Ken climbs over. That was close.
You are now on the other side of the wall. Where would you like to go?
Away.
Okay.
Should we
Look at
just
that
fucking
map.
book it?
Yeah, let's go. Ken runs.
Yeah, like let's run east. Cause it's still nighttime, right? So they can't see us.
It is still nighttime. It's about 3 or 4 in the morning at this point. There are a set of what appears to be wheat or corn fields just to your east, if you would like to book it through those.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Get our supplies. We disappear into the night.
Sprinting across the road at this point, you do make some noise. Go ahead and make stealth checks at disadvantage. Let's see. I need disadvantage from. Oh no, there we go. I think I need Roboticus.
I have advantage, so just cancels
okay.
out.
Cool. That's actually good enough to cross the road. You needed an average of 10, which you have above. You cross the road and begin pushing your way through the corn husks and into the field beyond. And as you get to the end of the field, you get to the trees and you can see the guard sort of stretching, putting the torch into a bracket up on the wall. And the rain, you realize, is now nothing more than it's not even a drizzle, it's just sort of damp out. And you see the first rays of sunshine beginning to pass in the east. It is summertime, the sun does rise early. You still have at least an hour of dusk, roughly, or dawn, excuse me, before it's truly light out. Which direction would you guys like to go? And
Hmm.
this is
When
less
the
based on.
guard when the guard put his torch in the thing, did he walk away from it?
Yeah, he walked from one side. He walked from here up to the second one.
Oh, he's over there. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now that you have this map, there is like a copse of trees in this area. There are some trees like here, basically. If you would like to stop over there and gain your bearings and decide which way to go.
Well, it looks like on the big map there's like a forest to the south of us.
There is.
Maybe we see if we can get to that forest and maybe camp out for a hot minute.
Where are we? Where are we currently?
We're in Zool.
Zool. Oh, yeah. I think. Are you talking about the big forest
Right to the
near
south.
near Belazar, or the one directly south of Zool?
The one that's like right there.
Oh
Right
yeah,
next to it.
yeah. Let's do it.
Okay. You begin to head south along the roads, and you can do so without being spotted at this point. There are no troops along the roads. And after walking past several farms, the outlying roads and paths that would lead from Zool to the farms begins to dissipate. And you do find yourselves moving through thicker copses of trees until you feel as if you've fully entered the forest of Zool and just not the outlying areas of wooded areas. The forest of Zool, the forest of this forest that you don't know the name of, begins to take full form as the sun rises. And in front of you, you find yourselves moving along deer paths? No. Make a survival check, Ricardo.
Oh god damn it! It's a haunted forest.
That'd be cool.
20. Ricardo, you actually see what appears to be the remnants of a stone laid road that has been overgrown and is 1,000 years old, 1,500
Ooh.
years old. You have no idea. It's ancient, but it's there, and it's underneath what appears to now be deer paths. Clearly, it leads somewhere, but you feel that you have escaped the worst so far of Zool, and you have your armor, arms, and equipment. Would you like to continue deeper into the forest?
Well, I mean, ancient ruins. Maybe take a quick ancient ruins break.
Yeah,
Yeah.
See what's down there.
I think we do it. We'll keep
Yep.
going.
I mean, we
Okay.
found the yellow brick road. We have to follow it.
Right?
Okay.
Look what we just got away with.
Okay. The road actually sort of meanders through the forest, but it mostly heads to the south. And as the sun comes up and the dawn begins to warm the land, the wet and the damp burns off quite quickly, and you find yourselves quite warm after about an hour or two of marching through these woods. Ricardo is able to follow the road very well the entire way if he so wishes. You hear birds, you actually see deer at some points. You do not come across any people. After about 3 hours, it's mid-morning finally, find yourselves at what appears to be the remnants of an ancient stone hut. No roof, four walls, one side nearly fully collapsed. But some sort of ancient-looking building nonetheless. It is old, decrepit, but it has stone benches built along the inside walls that are comfortable for sitting, if not laying down, if you so chose.
Seems like a good enough place as any to take a rest.
Yeah, so we found a stone hut. Is that
Yeah,
okay? So does it have a roof?
it does not have a roof over its head, and
Oh,
the eastern wall of it is nearly fully collapsed into rubble.
Juan would ask Ricardo if it looks like this place gets traveled through a lot, or if like no one's been here in a while. Like, what do you think? What does it look like?
Can we like investigate the place?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Survival or investigation, up to you guys.
Maybe like there's writing or like marks or something.
There are no marks really. It's just a worn stone hut. It does not appear as if it's been frequented very recently. In fact, you don't see any footprints or tracks outside of those caused by animals. You don't see any debris or trash or rubbish, no signs of a fire at any point in time recently. I think that it's been quite some time since anybody was here.
Nice. Well, fellas, I think we found our little. We just gotta fix it up. We gotta get a roof on this thing, maybe, and we found a little base of operations here. A little hut,
This is home.
little stone hut. Well, for now, I mean, this is from
We
what
got
we can.
headquarters.
Yeah, from what we can tell from looking at this map we just found, it appears to be smack dab in the middle of the lands. So, I mean, until we get a way out of here, we're not going anywhere. So we're gonna need a place to operate out of.
Yeah, I
One of
suppose.
the luchadors and the luchadome.
Okay, we'll work on the name.
So that was the best in box.
Yeah. But yeah,
I mean,
maybe
I have leather workers tools, smith's tools, tinker's tools. I think you have woodworking tools.
I have wood carving. Yeah. But yeah, I think with those we should be able to like if we. So are there at least 4 walls on this hut, but no roof?
Yeah, there's 3 walls and something that's passing as a wall right now.
Okay. Because we could get
That would
like
be where we put the bay window.
yeah, we could get like long if there's like a bunch of like skinny long tree like old trees or some tree branches, something we could like put on top and then just put like, you know, leaves and stuff
A
or
basic roof.
yeah, just like super low budget roof. Not like right this second, but I'm thinking, you know, how do we make
Yeah, we don't
this
need a roof the first night.
yeah, we just need a place to take a breath, you know.
And then we'll maybe spend the next day. We'll make it livable.
But yeah, and then we got to find some like allies. I mean, it seems like this place everyone so far has been a dick. But we got to
Including
find
Cat.
hey, I got to believe there's people in this realm that don't like the current government.
And what about
Ken will
our
say. Ken will
our
speak up
boy
and
at the
say.
keep or at the prison or whatever that we let go?
Ken's
The
gonna say
Fusela
the
or
only
whatever.
nice people I've met have been in jail. So I
Yeah.
guess we get arrested again, and we can find more nice people.
Yeah, I'm sure there's somebody around that'll you know, tell us what's going on because currently we're walking in the dark here. So it'd be nice to have some kind of, you know, some kind of lore master telling us what's going on in this place.
We need like an NPC to monologue at us real quick. Like fill us in on the political landscape.
Yeah, I
We know
assume there's somebody that, you know.
there's a lich in charge, right? Who's like in charge of the country.
There is.
Oh, that's
His name
right.
is Zastam.
And then the dude that we released is his like political prisoner and like arch enemy or whatever.
Yes. Well,
He's like the Hu Jintao or whoever to the Xi Jinping.
Yeah.
Like The communist guys.
Huh?
What are you talking about?
In China, the Chinese president, he just
It's-
got like elected again, and he made a big show of like kicking out the guy who was before him.
Uh,
Who like didn't get along with.
I'm not sure up to you know, world politics this group
it's
is.
topical.
It's a wizard civil war is what I'm sensing. Wizard civil war.
We got a bad wizard and like a worse wizard.
Yeah.